Please mute everyone. Before starting the webinar, I would like to request that whoever is going to speak, please unmute yourself before speaking. Especially our presidents, my co-presidents, Mansi Joshi and Sunita ji, and district vice chairman, Amita Mundra ji. Whoever is going to speak, please unmute yourself before speaking. I also would like to request all the participants, all the viewers to put their questions in the chat box. He will be having question answer round. So definitely he will answer all of your queries. So don't share any kind of screen in between. You can put all your queries in the chat box. We'll start within a minute. Let me welcome everyone. Then we can share the screen. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. I welcome all our viewers, all our audience, all the members, club officers, district dignitaries of District 314 as well as District 324. I welcome our District ISO, Prerna Raichur ma'am. I welcome District Vice Chairman Amita Mundraji ma'am from District 324. And I welcome all the members, club officers, and once again, the spectators from who have received invitation from all the clubs, that is from Innerville Club of Ambernath, Innerville Club of Dombivli West, and Innerville Club of Gangtok. I call meeting to order. Now I request my co-president, President, Innerville Club of Dombivli West, Mansi Joshi, to recite our Innerville prayer. Please raise your hand, everyone.
Instill in us, O Lord, the true meaning of friendship. Never let us forget that we are all thy children. Notwithstanding the difference in our culture and creeds, endow us with a desire to serve our fellow men. Remembering that we too often need help, whenever or wherever the need of service arises, help us to be ready to serve, enduring to make our badge of Innerville worthwhile, ensuring that we have not lived in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, President Mansi. Now we will be starting our seminar, our webinar without wasting the time. Just excuse us because of the network issue. We need to turn off our videos to have a better network. Our today's guest speaker, Mr. Amit Ghodekar. Amit has a very strong background of a technology and he has an impressive resume. Amit comes with the 20 plus years of rich corporate experience in cyber security, information technology, and digital transformation. He possesses in-depth knowledge of complex security and regularity requirements of sensitive company data to develop long-range plans for cyber security, IT and IS strategy, infrastructure, compliance, policies and procedures, operations and allied technologies, and implementing digital risk management program. It was instrumental in developing few most successful cyber security projects like fraud detection system for online trading platform and implementing industries best technologies in the area of cyber security. Few of the world-class info security projects implemented are deception technology, IT governance, application security, mobile device management, advanced persistent threats, identity and access management, network security, digital risk management. India's top 20 most influential cybersecurity professionals by CISO platform 2020, that is 2020, most influential and community contributors CISO of 5 consecutive years from 2016 to 2020. Innovative CISO of the year 2018 to 20 by Dynamic CISO. EC Council Foundation InfoSec Tech and ESSEC Awards finalist for Global CISO 2016. CISO of the year 2017, 18, 19. He writes regular articles for more than 10 leading newspapers like Sakal, Indian Express, DNA, Samna, Tarun Bharat, Lok Satta, etc. Appeared on TV shows hosted by IBN Lokmat, NDTV, TV9, India TV, etc. on technology and cyber security. He was appointed as an advisor for establishing security operation for 300 small and medium cooperative banks in India to provide end-to-end solution. It was a big step for cybersecurity posture and transformation for the banking sector in 2019 and got lots of applause. Is being avoided. He is being invited as a guest speaker across various corporates, banks, educational institute, and banks. List of few of them: SNDT Women's College, ISBM Pune, Mumbai University, CISO Platform, Computer Society of India, NSDL Mumbai, CyberFrat, Cyber Security Community, Elite CISO Platform, session for 300 banks arranged by Maharashtra State Cooperative Banks Association. He has certifications in many of the from the many of the well-known universities. He has done from the CISM, ISACA USA, LPT EC Council USA, CHEC Council USA, ISO 271001 lead auditor, British Standard Institute. He had a great educational qualification. He has done MBA in Information Technology from United Business Institute, Belgium, with distinction. BBA from Madhuraj Kamraj Institute. Advisory board membership from Maharashtra State. From Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank Association. He is an executive committee member of Council USA for developing cybersecurity training program. And we are very happy and we are really grateful to you, Mr. Amit Godekar, for accepting our guest speaker invitation for today's webinar for cyber crime awareness for women. I once again welcome Mr. Amit Godekar.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Okay. So I will start my video. Thank you, Leena ma'am. I like to thank the Email Club for the Dombili chapter, then the Ambana chapter and Gangtok chapter. Thank you, Dr. Leena Dhande, Sunita Kiranji, Dr. Mansi Joshi, and Rupal Desai for giving me an opportunity to be part of this particular initiative. Hope I am audible.
Yes, in between voices breaking, Mr. Amit. I think that is because of network.
Yeah, okay, cool. So what I will do is I will share my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my presentation, everyone?
No, Amit sir.
No, we are not able
I
to
have,
see
I have,
that.
no, I have done a presentation. Probably it will appear in a while because of the network connectivity issues.
Yes, yes.
सर व्हिडिओ ऑफ करा ना आणि नंतर शेअर करा.
Okay. Video माझा actually automatically on झाला आहे. एक minute. It now appeared?
Yes, we can see something. Na?
We can see has started screen sharing, but the screen is not yet seen. The slide is not visible.
I have disabled my video. I think it is because of the network. Anyways, we will start as soon as like it will appear as soon as the internet goes well. Thank you, Innerwell Club, for giving me an opportunity for having this session on cybercrime awareness for women. This is my third session specifically for women. Earlier, I have taken a couple of sessions.
Okay, we can see the screen now.
Okay, so this is my third session, which I'm taking for the women fraternity. Earlier, I have taken a couple of sessions for SNDT, Ghatkopar and SNDT Mumbai, that is specifically for women. In this particular session, I'm going to touch base on the various cybersecurity crime which has happened in the past, specifically for women's. I would like to start this session with the slide. The next slide, and that is, everyone must have seen the very famous web series which is streaming right now on Sony Live, that is Scam. Now in this web series, I'm picking up some dialogues from this web series. Thoda sa, I'm making it a little spicy considering the content which we are having, and that is very dangerous content which we are speaking, and very serious content. So in that web series, there is a dialogue called as risk hai to ishq hai. Okay. So I wanted to tweak it a little bit. So I will say that mobile, social media, internet se ishq hai to risk hai. And specifically for all the women in the country. मैं ऐसा इसके लिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि probably you might not knowing that what is going all around us, specifically from a women point of view, what kind of a cyber crimes are happening and cyber frauds are happening across the country, and that number is very serious number. Okay, and that is all is happening because of the risk which is there in internet, and risk because of the social media, and risk because of the way we are handling the mobile. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that we have a issue, means like humko sabko, we love internet, we love mobile phone, we love social media. Okay, so that is the affection or love which we are having with this particular technologies. So we have an issue with it, but there is a huge risk in it. Okay, so हमें बहुत बड़ी risk है, and that risk is turning out to be in the form of cyber crime. So in this session, what I will try to do is I will take you some cybercrime fraud which has happened around women, and what was the outcome of that. And in the last 10 minutes, I will also speak briefly on about what kind of a care you all should take care while you are using mobile phones, social media, and internet. Uh, very diligently and carefully. So the now this next slide I'm going to take. I got the same web series and dialogues. You might say that yeah, I'm a little passionate about some films and all things. It might be true, but people understand this, so I'm taking these dialogues and all those things. So in that web series itself, there is a dialogue. उसमें ऐसा लिखा है कि इमोशन में इंसान हमेशा गलती करता है. It says that when there are emotions, when we take a decisions using emotions, we always tend to make mistakes, and that is true. I will start this session with the opening note of a very famous fraud which has happened to one of my close friend, and that was happened on social media. And in that entire fraud, she taken decisions because of emotions. Okay, and the title is emotion में इंसान हमेशा गलती करता है. कैसे करता है? I will tell you. So I will not take the name of my friend or his sister. I will tell you what happened with them. So one of my very good friend, he is right now not, either his sister is. So they are very well educated, like family. This my friend's sister was also very well. My friend's sister and he himself, both of them were very well educated. She was searching for her soulmate, and she was looking out various portals like Bharat Matrimony, then Shadi.com, so and so forth. So she was searching a soulmate for her, and what happened apparently one fine day, actually she got a friendship with someone who was having presence on Facebook, but he was not present either on shadi.com or bharatmatrimony.com or any of those kind of websites. So she got a friendship. The person was actually staying in UK, and he was like very, he was looking very good, a handsome guy, and he told her that he is working in a ship.
हॅलो सर, अमित सर, ऐकू येत नाहीये अजिबात काही.
Said that hello.
अमित सर, ऐकायला येत नाहीये.
Amit sir, maybe you can turn off the screen sharing and your voice will be more clear. So it's okay even if you are not sharing the screen or the presentation.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for, I think there is an internet disconnection that is happening. I switched off the another network actually.
Yes, yes. Today all over Mumbai there is some server down issues.
Yes, yes. So this guy actually said that he is working in a shipping company as a captain, and then he friendship with my friend's sister, and then they got a friendship over there, and they start chatting with each other, and over the period of time they become very good friends. Now my friend's sister, she at one point of time, she she started liking this person, and then they become very good friends. And one fine day this person actually said her that he wanted to marry with her. So she immediately said that, okay, let me think over it, I will come back to you. So after certain days of thinking, and she was actually staying with she was staying separately she was a woman. So after certain days of discussion with her family and all those things, she decided that she will marry with him. And then one fine day she communicated him on a mobile phone. They started using chatting also. He used to have a UK number, and then they started chatting with each other. So she said that, fine, look, I'm fine with this proposal and I would like to marry with you. So he said that, okay, I will come to Mumbai and I will personally meet your family, maybe in a month's time. So after a month, then one fine day at night, 1 o'clock, he called her and said that, look, I have come to Mumbai, but there were certain, there were certain, price, like I have bought some diamonds for you from UK, and those were really, very costly diamonds, and certain somehow, this uh, tax people, they have actually catch hold me that saying that you have not paid the tax. तो immigration वालों ने मुझे पकड़ लिया है and they wanted to pay me the tax. Now she said that how much is the tax? So he said that the cost of the diamond is around 80 lakh rupees, and they are saying that you have to pay a tax of around 8 lakh rupees. Okay. So then she said that, then what is the problem? He said that they have also taken my passport and my visa and everything, so I am not able to collect those diamonds. So can you help me with those 8 lakh rupees? So she said that okay, fine, anyways 80 lakh rupees का diamond ये मुझे present करने वाला था. So now what is the harm of what is the harm to pay the collected from the immigration. So उसने वो पे कर दिए 8 लाख रुपए. She did a transfer immediately. After 1 hour, this guy again called her and said that I got the 8 lakh rupees. I paid to the customs, and they have also given me my diamond back, but I want more 5 lakh rupees for something else. So she was not that much like, she did not found it very difficult, because she know that he is a pilot in a ship, and he's a rich guy and so forth. So she came into that emotions and again pay 5 lakh rupees. So in the entire night, he cheated her for 31 lakh rupees. Okay, so he actually like he actually taken 31 lakh rupees, which was a hard earned money of her. She was a working woman and she was a software engineer. She is a software engineer. So she actually had a hard earned money. He taken 31 lakh rupees, and she was anticipating that this guy is going to give her 80 lakh rupees diamonds. So she never asked him a question given. And in the morning, she realized that his phone is switched off. He is not coming to home. And then there is a huge issue. After that, then they approach cybercrime cell and so on and so forth. And then they lodge the complaint. It's been 3 years. She lost 31 lakh rupees, never recovered. This person is absconding. And this kind of a fraud which happened with her. So bottom line of this particular story is that we always take our decisions using emotions, and in emotions we tend mistakes, and that is what is happening on social media, then the internet community, the various communities, and the various places like the chatbots and the various forums where specifically women are participating. So crime related to various platforms have increased. You will be surprised to know that the crime rate of cybercrime for women has increased to around 300%. So what I'm saying 300% means every year 300% more cases are getting registered against women for cybercrime on various cyber platforms. So this is just a point which I wanted to make over here, that cybercrime specifically for women is a very serious thing. So now I will take you some examples. So first example I would like to show over here is you can see my screen. Cybercrime cases spike in Himachal Pradesh, mostly women targeted. Okay, so if you can see, this is the case. I will take you various cases from all across the country, so you can realize that what is exactly happening. So over here in the Himachal Pradesh case, I don't wanted to take this word, but specifically photos. The criminals are using the photos, and they actually post these kind of photos on the social media platforms, and they blackmail them that look, I have your bad photos, I will publish those on the social media platforms, and then there will be, I mean, like you will not have a face to go in the society, so you have to pay us and then only we will remove those photos. So this kind of a cases which are happen in Himachal Pradesh. Then I came of similar kind of a cases which also happened in Hyderabad as well. Telling you these cases which I have taken, these cases are happened last 3-4 months. So during COVID time, these cases have happened. So this case belongs to a Hyderabad case. A lady doctor approached police staffing that fraudsters who claim to have hacked her email account on her laptop camera demanded $1,900 through bitcoins. So you can understand what is the seriousness of this case. Cyber crooks have tried to blackmail a lady doctor from Somojigada, saying that they managed to hack into her email account and record private videos of her by remotely activating the laptop camera through installation of a spyware. The offender demanded 1,900 in the form of bitcoins to not to circulate the videos among friends and family members of the complainant. So you can understand how serious this case is. In this particular case, she's a doctor, and this particular cases which I'm showing you, these are newspaper articles. So it's not something which we have done from either normal newspaper articles published. So it's a published data. So this doctor, what the hacker did, that on her laptop they actually installed a spyware. Now what is a spyware? Spyware is a kind of a virus or a kind of a malware which come to your PC or a mobile phone, and then when you are not knowing anything, it actually start recording everything. Okay, so if you speak with someone, it will record, or if if you have some, if you are doing something, it will record automatically. It will take a videos of yours when you are not knowing anything. Okay. So here also the hacker actually, he claimed that he have her personal videos. Okay. And then he threatened her with some videos and showed her that, look, I have your videos, this kind of a videos. If you don't pay me $1,900 in Bitcoins, then I will publish these videos to your family and friends. Now, here, the most important and interesting thing is that the hacker is asking her the demand of that $1,900 in Bitcoins. It means like it is not a universal, it's a universal currency, but we are not using it. So even if you register anywhere, the hacker will never get traced. So the police officer will not be able to trace the hacker because the money are going to a universal accounts which are on dark web. So this is a very serious kind of a fraud which has happened. Then the next point is social media makes a woman more prone to cybercrime. This is a Vadodara case. In that, the increase in use of a social media seems to have led to a spike in the number of cybercrime against women in the state. The police said that the majority of the complaints filed by the women, social media is the one of the key causes of the crime. Women share their photos on the social media. It is easier for mischief mongers or criminal to access such photos and tamper with them. So some of the cases also happen in Vadodara because we actually share a lot of photos on social media like Facebook, Instagram. Then we share photos on the various platforms like Twitter, on our WhatsApp. So what the hacker do, they actually download your photos and they misuse your photos with some of the other photos, and they uh, they actually give a threat to you or blackmail you and say that, look, we have your bad photos and we will publish to the common person. You have to pay us this kind of a ransomware. So this case was of Vadodara. Then the next case is a very famous case. You can actually access this case as well. This is related to a one Tamil actress alleges a pizza delivery boy shared her number on adult chat groups. Okay, so this is the case which belongs to Tamil actress Gayatri Sai, who stepped into the world of cinema as a director Mani Ratnam film Anjali, and she reported filed a police complaint against a pizza delivery boy who allegedly shared her phone number in an adult chat group in Chennai. She took a Twitter to narrate the entire incident as she showed a picture of a person in question. While she asked the pizza restaurant chain to take immediate action against him, she asked the Tamil police to consider it is a crime against women. So after posting a serious tweet, site tweeted once again saying commissioner called out and said he is transferring the case to protection under women, sir. The other online app do not share our number. So here what happened, the Tamil actress, there was a pizza boy. Now pizza boy will have your mobile number because you are actually collecting a pizza and someone give a delivery. So this pizza boy actually have her number and he actually share that number on adult chat groups. So there is one another very serious story about adult chat group which I will tell you in the next part of this session. So he threatened her that, look, I have your number, and he shared her number on an adult chat group and said that, on these people from the adult chat group will call you for the various services. So this was the case which was happened in Tamil Nadu. Then there was a case which was so this is the very famous case. So I'm pretty much sure that you must have came across this case. You create a fake social media ID for stalking women in Delhi. So a first year Delhi University student have been arrested for allegedly creating a fake IDs and stalking and harassing women on social media, police said on Sunday. The accused has been identified as 23-year-old Muhammad Kafil, a resident of Moharli in South Delhi. Kafil worked as a part at his father's shop. Police that accused on the false pretext use of others' Wi-Fi to stalk and harass women. He also did not use his own internet to create false IDs. During interrogation, Kafil confessed the crime and said that he was fond of sending women obscene messages and created IDs under fake names for that purpose. So this guy, he's just a 23-year-old guy. Now he used to actually, create fake IDs, and he used to talking and harassing women on social media platform. So this was also one of the case. This has been in a light for a long time now, and there was a lot of discussion around it. Then there was a case Noida. Noida, this case was this particular Noida executive find her photos used for, I don't wanted to take this particular stuff for that particular trade. Okay, so now this was a completely like very dangerous case. This particular IT executive, okay, she got to know about racket sometime last month that her photos were actually misused, and those they were actually misused on various social media platforms. Very bad kind of photos, and those were circulated. And this gang who was circulating her pictures on Facebook and WhatsApp, they were demanding anything between 4,000 rupees to 15,000 rupees. Okay, so this was the case which was happening in Noida. Then this is the case of Nagpur. Okay, in Nagpur, this is a Marathi news article. In Nagpur, lockdown. This was happened in the duration of the lockdown. In duration of the lockdown, cyber crime have increased. Okay, and the women are the soft targets. Okay, so in cyber crime in Nagpur, 25 to 30% increase was happened during the lockdown period, and most of the cases were women cyber crime against women. Okay. So in that, what was happened that they used to call women with the fake calls, and they used to blackmail them, they used to threat them, they used to tell them that we have your photos, videos, pictures, and all those things, similar like the other cases, and they used to collect ransom from them. So this kind of cases we have in Nagpur as well. Now this was one of the case which was happened in Kochi. This gang comprises of an imposter who had connected several women for money for cheating, blackmailing, and sharing them before the public. The men used to approach them, promise them audition opportunities, police said. In one case, it has been alleged that they took few women to Palakkad on the pretext of an audition. After identifying themselves as a member of a gold smuggling syndicate, they offered the woman a huge sum as commission if they work as a carriers. So now this particular stuff is also happen on a social media platform, on a WhatsApp platform, and a Facebook platform. So the gang cheated women in Kochi. Now there was a one thing which was happening in Delhi, which is still not there, and I'm pretty much sure you must be aware about, and I have explicitly not kept that case in particular presentation. That case related to a group of boys who are having an Instagram account. Okay. Now this group of boys, what they did, they were having an Instagram group. In those particular group, what they did, I'm pretty much sure that everyone must be knowing about. This was around 5 months old case before lockdown, or I think during the lockdown period, this particular case came into the picture. So this was a college student boys, and there were girls who were also working, studying in the college, and then there were women who was around these boys. So what they did, actually, they created a chat room in the they created a chat room in Instagram, and there was a group, actually chat room as well as Instagram group. In this particular group, what they used to do, that there were 200 plus women's videos were there, photos were there, and many of them were celebrities, and many of them were also some of them were also working in various companies, some of them were studying in the college, and some of them were also they were just the homemakers. So what these students did, that they created a group, and in the group they used to do, that they used to collect the videos, photos, and they actually used to morph those photos and videos, and those particular videos and photos they used to discuss. Now This particular stuff was never happened in India before. So whenever there was some new photo or new video used to come, they used to give the like a good photograph or a good decorative fraternity to that particular photo or video, and this group used to discuss with among themselves in a very very about that particular woman. And this was happening for over the period of time. One fine day, what happened, one of the group member in that particular group actually by accidentally he allowed a woman in that group. She was a friend actually of that particular group member, and then she came to know that there is some kind of a Instagram group is there, and they are talking about such kind of a bad language for women, and then there are videos, and then there are photos, and so on and so forth. And then initially it was thought that there are around 200 such kind of things are there, but then that number increases over the period of time, and that becomes a very it becomes a national news at one point of time. So many of the people started talking about it, that look how this Instagram group is there, and it came in the public and press and everywhere. And this has become a prime topic about that how cybersecurity for women is a core epic center of the cybersecurity. Because at this point of time, till people were only talking about that, look, cybersecurity is only for doing the transactions on your mobile phone, or taking care about the frauds which the cyber criminal do against you for transferring your money, or WhatsApp chats and all those things. But now this has reached to a bedroom. Okay, so if you can see the cyber crime which has happened, so it has now reached to our bedrooms. It has even reached to further to that. And the cyber criminals are actually they're actually taking the advantages of the woman on the social media as well as on the various platforms, and they are cheating. So this has increased multifold. And I have shown you this various my intention was showing you this news across the part of various part of the country, is that you can I'm pretty much sure that Innerville Club has taken a really nice initiative for actually starting some kind of a discussion around it. Earlier I had a discussion with SNDT, because SNDT is a women's college, so I got an opportunity to deliver a lecture. So over there also we discussed very openly that how cybercrime have increased specifically for women. And unfortunately what is happening, that people are not able to go and register a complaint. I mean, like they are not having those like they don't know what is the channel and how they can actually approach the police and register a complaint, and specifically when it comes to women or kids. So that's why this number of cases have increased, because the cyber criminals are knowing that if suppose if this is happening with the men, probably they can go and register, or they can give some they can talk with the fraudster on a phone in a bad language, and then probably they can recover. But they know that okay, women probably may not be able to do that, and they even not be able to go and register a complaint also. So they are actually doing a soft the cyber criminals are doing a soft target against women. They are creating more and more number of frauds, and they are cheating them. And that this trend is actually across all the India. I mean, like it is not only in Maharashtra, or it is not in Mumbai, or it is not in Delhi or something. It is happening everywhere. So I given you example right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and from Delhi to even Kochi. So all across India, these kind of crimes are happening, and they are actually explicitly targeting women. Going to the next slide. So how you can actually, so this is the important point which I am going to make over here. So cyber safety for women. So what kind of precaution you have to take? Because they say that prevention is better than cure, right? So how you can actually prevent a cyber crime against you? So there are certain things, and again I have put it one this dialogue from the same web series, that free में तो मैं मेरे बाप को भी नहीं देता. Similar like that, you have to ensure that you are not giving anything free of cost when you are on the social media, or when you are on the WhatsApp, or when you are on the mobile or on internet. So what are those tips? So the first tip is don't share your password. That is the very, very basic fundamental thing. Even if you are on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, and even your very closest friend comes to you and say that, look, I want your password, don't share. See, I will tell you, financial fraud happens with women can be recovered. Okay, but if some kind of a other kind of a cyber crime happening against a woman, probably the possibility of coming out of it is very difficult. So the first thing is about don't share your password, don't leave your webcam connected. This is a one very important message I wanted to give to the entire fraternity, specifically women. What happened accidentally, sometime we have a we use our laptops. Nowadays there is a webcam cover comes to the laptops. Okay, now I given you an example of first two cases. What was happening in those cases? That in those cases, the cyber criminal or the hacker actually inserted a spyware on the mobile phone and on the laptop. And what did that spyware actually, taken the videos and the photos of the woman, uh, while doing various actions, and then they actually told them that, look, we have your bad videos and bad photographs and we can publish those. So how you can prevent that happening? So one is that you can actually, there is a webcam protector comes in the market which costs around 200 rupees for your laptop. Just use that webcam protector, and whenever you are not in front of your laptop, just put it shut it down. When you are not using your in your mobile phone, I'm giving then you will also ask me a question that how we can use the same thing on your mobile phone. So in mobile phone, what you can do is you can actually install a good spyware or antivirus. See, on our laptops we always use antivirus. Okay, everyone purchases antivirus and we use on laptop, but no one is having an antivirus for mobile phone, right? And maximum cases of fraud, if you can see, those are happening on the mobile phone nowadays. Every case which is happening about a cyber crime or a cyber fraud, that is happening on a mobile phone. So what you can do is that take a 300 rupees antivirus which is available on a Play Store and install on your mobile phone. It will give you protection against spywares, malwares, and various kind of things happening. Third is that don't share more than necessary. This is very important thing. See, when we are actually on a Facebook platform, or we are on an Instagram platform or on Twitter, on say social media, and when someone come to you and when someone starts speaking with you, so don't give more information when you are not knowing that person. If you are not knowing that person, just try to be as much as difficult for him to get the information. So don't share more information. Don't meet online acquaintance alone. This is very important thing. So if you are going, remember my first case about my friend. So she actually got she actually interacted and meted with that captain on the ship, and this person was completely unknown. So if you don't know anyone on internet, and you're absolutely not known, then don't meet online with that particular person. And I as needed share your information. I will also give you a very good suggestion over here, specifically about the photos. I will say that you don't share much photos, and specifically, if you are a very good Facebook fan or if you are an Instagram fan, then share those photos with only with your friends, not everyone. So in Facebook and Instagram, there is an option to share the photos with friends and to the public. When you share the photos with public, anyone apart from your friends, so who to
Hello.
Amit sir, it is not audible again. You are not audible.
सर का डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ है शायद.
Yeah, sir is not there on this thing.
I'm trying his phone. Just wait.
He has joined.
Yes, yes.
Can we share, please?
Yes, sir. What did you
Uh,
say?
no, my screen share is disabled actually.
Continue without the
Mansi ma'am.
screen.
Mansi ma'am, you have to make him a co-host. Then only he can share. You are the host, so please make him a co-host.
What do I do?
पार्टिसिपेंट लिस्ट में जाके उनका नाम क्लिक करेंगे ना तो उसमें आएगा मेक को होस्ट, तो यू हैव टू मेक हिम अ को होस्ट.
So
Okay.
anyways, till the time this problem gets solved, so so what I was talking about that first is done. Okay.
Sir, I have made you co-host. Yeah, I have done
Okay,
you
okay.
co-host. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I uh, now what I was talking about is the first is that don't meet online. That was what I told, and reveal as much as needed. I'm really sorry for the internet problems which we have today. Uh, Update all operating systems on your device. So we use mobile phones, then we use our laptops, we use tablets, so many devices we use, but we never actually update. So there are a lot of times there are new security updates which are coming. So ensure that you are updating all those operating systems or the patches which are coming, because they have the latest security features. Many of the people, they are using Facebook on their mobile phone or Instagram on the mobile phone. Now Facebook and Instagram does also have a lot of security updates, and those are part of the Google Play update. Time to time information we never update those. So these are the patches where which actually useful for making the security update of your device. So update those. Uh, Most but a very important thing that install we have seen that the antivirus is installed on the laptops or the PCs, but never on the mobile phone. Cost like you can get 300 to 400 can also be useful for tracking of your mobile phone. So if your mobile phone is getting lost, you can actually do a device control and all those things. So that you can do. Then don't join the unknown groups on any social media platforms. This is a very important thing which I would like to convey today, that there are a lot of groups are there. Some of the groups are like you see that your friend is there in that particular group, then you think that okay, I should also join that particular group. But don't join any unknown group until unless you are not knowing about it. And even you might feel that there are a lot of adults groups are also there, or a lot of different kind of groups are there, where from where you will get a notification on your WhatsApp or on your SMS or on your email to join. But just delete those kind of groups. There is no such thing as freebies. Okay, and this is specifically happening for women. So I have seen in a lot of cases that many of the people say that okay, join our group or chat with me and we will give you a gift watch, or we will give a bag, or we will give this gift hamper of Amazon and so forth. So there is no such thing as freebies. So ensure that the hackers or the fraudster will try to entice you to join any group or sharing something and so forth by giving freebies. But just don't accept those kind of things. Block people you don't want to interact with. This is a very important thing. So if someone try to just just someone is trying to behind you on a social media platform, or someone is trying to speak with you on social media platform to which you don't know, and still he is behind you, then the best option is to block. And not only block, but you can report abuse too. So in WhatsApp as well as Facebook, on various social media platform, there is an option to abuse. So if you report it as abuse, then that particular person will be blocked at the various platform as well, and Facebook and the social media platform will take some action against that particular profile which is there. Then the last but not least, which is very very important, don't meet the people to which you become friend on social media platform and to which you are not knowing. So why I'm telling you this particular thing is that lots of cases which has come in limelight in last 1 year, that people become friends on social media platform, they don't know each other, they start chatting with each other, then they become very good friends, and one fine day this guy tell that okay, let us meet somewhere, and then they they meet, and then from there the actual crime starts, okay, or actual cyber crime starts actually. So that meeting turned out to be in the form of like taking money, or even from the point of view of various crimes which happens. So whoever, if you meet with any person on social media platform, until and unless, and you don't know, until and unless you know the full identity of the person, don't meet with him anywhere. Okay, so this is a very very important thing. So these are some of the tips which I would like to give you, and probably I will also share with Leena madam over the email about some of the more steps which you should take care while you are online, while you are using social media platforms, while you are using even WhatsApp as well. So this kind of a precaution you should take care. Now the next part is very important. Suppose any of your friends or any of the person, if they really got, like if there is a crime, cyber crime which has happened against them, now what happened? Suppose the kind of examples which we look at today, and suppose something goes wrong. Now, as I told earlier also, that if the crime happens against women, probably they will not go and report that crime, and that is what the hackers mentality is, or the fraudsters mentality is. So that's why they actually do this kind of a crime against women, and these crimes are increasing. So how to safeguard yourself? Like nowadays in the mobile phone, there is a like there are a lot of apps are there by which you can do a hot dial, and if you are having at a difficult place, the police come to rescue you, right? So similarly like that, there is a national cyber crime reporting portal is there, which is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now this is a central government agency, which is the Ministry of Home Affairs, and in that particular portal there is a report cyber crime related to women and child. So there is a separate section is there on this particular portal. So suppose there are two sections are there. If there is a normal crime, cyber crime which is happening for everyone, there is but if there is a cyber crime which is happening against a woman or a child, there is a separate portal is there. So anyone to whom your friend circle, or anyone who is actually has been cheated in cyber crime, or there is cyber crime happens against them, so need not require to worry. Just go on this national cyber crime reporting portal. There is a website called as https cybercrime.gov.in/accept.aspx. So in this particular portal, you can register the complaint which is related to women and child, so cybercrime, and the cognizance of this case is taken immediately. So unlike the other cases, if the case is happened, cybercrime is happened against woman or child, the cognizance is taken immediately. So this is how you can report. Now the $1,000,000 question is that whether this particular crimes will decrease, or irrespective of whether even after taking so many of the precautions and the care, whether there is a possibility that the cyber crime will not happen, maybe any one of you. The question is no. It can happen with anyone. It can happen with me also. I have friends who are well educated, who are aware about the cyber security, but still there are crime which has happened against them. So cyber criminals are 10 step ahead to us. They always try to identify new ways and new thoughts to cheat us, and this is not going to this is not going to reduce by any time. So how we can actually safeguard ourselves? Like nowadays we are fighting against corona, and we know that there is no vaccine or there is no medication available right now. The only thing what we can do is we have to take care. And what is that take care? Is that we have to we have to wash our hand with sanitizer, and we have to wear the mask. So similarly, in cybercrime world also, in cybersecurity world also, there is no 100% security is there. There are basic hygienes which you have to take care, and the basic hygienes are in the form of these kind of a things. These are the basic hygienes, like the don't share your password, don't leave your webcam connected, don't share more than necessary, don't meet people online, then reveal only as much as needed, update your operating system. So these are the basic hygienic things which will protect you. But eventually it is all about the responsibility of our own to be very alert when we are actually using social media platforms like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like Instagram, and so on and so forth. So what actions we are taking on these particular platforms, those are actually recorded by the hackers. Those are actually used by the hackers to do a fraud and a cybercrime against you. So be careful. The only way is to avoid this kind of a cybercrime is to be alert and to be attentive, and to see that what is happening around you, whether that is normal or abnormal. If you think that there is something abnormal is happening, just take the next action and take the next action in the form of blocking, take the action in the form of notification, take the action in the form of telling your colleagues or friend that what is happening around you, and be alert. So these are some of the safety tips which you have to take care while you are actually online. So again, I am reiterating my first slide, that we all have a love and affection towards social media. We have a love and affection towards mobile, internet, and so on and so forth. But there is a risk. So that's what I say, that ki, ishq hai to risk hai. So there is a huge risk, and this risk is going to be multifold over the period of time. So over the period of time, this risk is not going to decrease. But since we cannot leave mobile phones, we cannot leave the social media, we cannot leave internet. So the only thing what we have to do is that we have to be alert, we have to be attentive, and we have to take these basic hygienic safety tips which can help us to conquer the crime which is happening in the world of cyber. So this is all from me. I'm really thankful to Dr. Leena Dande, Sunita Kiranji, Dr. Mansi Joshi, and Rupa Desai, and Inner Wheel Club of Dombivli, Ambernath, and Gangtok for giving me the opportunity to interact with all of you. I'm leaving my mobile number over here and email address. So if you have anything if you have any queries or questions, you can always ask me. And I'm ready to take the questions from now.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really an eye-opener. So let's take the questions. So the first question, sir, do you want screen sharing, or can we just close the?
I will stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will stop.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the first question is webcam protection given by antivirus on laptop. Is it okay?
Yeah, it is okay. So you can use the laptop webcam protection on antivirus as well. So that is a good protection for you.
Okay. One more question is any spyware or antivirus suggestions for mobile? That means company names. Can you suggest some good companies?
So all those companies like Trend Micro, McAfee, Symantec, Kaspersky, they have their antivirus available on the Play Store, which you can purchase. I will recommend Trend Micro, which is a good antivirus actually. I am also using it on my mobile phone. So, and it is around, it is also a cost-effective solution as well. So it can give a good protection to you. So my recommendation is number one, Trend Micro. Then you can use Symantec or McAfee. These are a couple of good solutions. You can also try our Desi Quick Heal as well. That is also a very good antivirus.
Okay. Thank you, sir. There's one more question. Does free Wi-Fi access in hotels also responsible to hack information from one's phone?
Yes, it is free Wi-Fi not only in hotels but free Wi-Fi in airports, free Wi-Fi at various places wherever we go. That is one of the source of hacking. Okay, so the hacker actually use the free Wi-Fi to hack you. Now but we cannot go away from it. So how to protect yourself from that? That is, see, we are anyways go. Suppose tomorrow if you will go to say Hong Kong for a like for a vacation. Now on the airport you have to use the airport Wi-Fi, right? So there is
Actually.
no option. Or if you go to a hotel and there is no internet problem, then you have to use a Wi-Fi. So there
Yeah.
is no option. So what best you can do is that whenever you are using such kind of a Wi-Fi, first of all, that ensure that there is an adequate protection is there on your mobile phone. That's what I said about the antivirus. So antivirus, when you have antivirus installed on your mobile phone, and if what the hacker will try to do is that he will try to install a spyware or a malware on your mobile phone once he is connected through Wi-Fi. And if there is an antivirus installed on your mobile phone, it will pick up that look, there is someone try to install something on your mobile phone in your absence, so that it will identify and it will clean. Okay, so the first thing is that like sanitizer, what we are using for fighting against corona. So something similar, you use the antivirus on your mobile phone or any device. It will protect you to get any virus installed on your mobile phone, and that is a very first and basic thing which you have to use.
Yeah. So before going to on vacation, we should install antivirus on our phone.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the thing, and then enjoy our holidays. That is
Right.
actually really a very good tip we all need to do, because these things you don't take into account. Only we just think of, mostly women think of shopping and this thing. So this is a very, very important tip. Thank you, sir, very much. One more question. After how many days or months one should reset the password?
So it is totally depend upon yourself. If you are doing any financial transaction and if you are using an internet banking, then internet banking will ask you to change the password. There is a frequency which they have set. Some banks have 1 month frequency, some banks have 45 days frequency. So they will ask. Now, when you are on social media, specifically on Facebook or Instagram or the other platforms like Twitter and all, so I will personally suggest that at least you change the password in 3 months time. It's a big time. Still, I will say it's a big time, but usually we remain so much busy in our day-to-day, life that we forget to change the password. But at least in case of Facebook and Instagram, the social media platform, at least 3 months you should change your password.
Yeah, and sometimes even on Facebook or mail, sometimes it is given that password. Let the password be like that, and someone says tick also on that. So immediately all your mails will appear, or all your this thing will appear. So the password should be secured, isn't it?
Yes. Password should be secured. But nowadays, most of the platforms which are there, like Facebook, any platform, they are having special character, alphanumeric, and all those things. Those are there. So right now, we need not require to worry on that particular part. But changing the password frequency should be there.
Okay.
Also about password, one thing I would like to tell you that you don't keep the password like your name and then the date of birth of your son or the date of birth of your daughter, because these are something which are guessable things. So hacker can guess this kind of a name. So keep the password as complex as possible. So the password should be something like that. No one should come to know about it.
Hmm. And I think one question is repeated, but still we will go through. Some antivirus for PCs give option of mobile scanning like Quick Heal. Is mobile scanning done daily through these features? Is okay?
Yeah, it is very good to scan the mobile. There is a scheduler which is available on the mobile. So there are two kind of protections are there. One is about the smart scan and second is about the normal scan. So smart scan is something which is always remain active. So as I said that if you go to a hotel and if you use a public Wi-Fi over there and someone try to insert a malware on your mobile phone, then the smart scan will pick up that particular virus and it will show that there is a virus. And schedule scan is something that if you can actually make a tick mark that on a daily basis at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening, my mobile should be scanned. So that is an option which is given to you. So you can actually tick mark, and then automatically your mobile phone will be scanned at that particular time frame by the antivirus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So daily basis scanning is good.
Yeah, daily basis scanning is very good, very good.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, we have had all the questions in the chat box. Anybody else, if they want to ask question, most welcome. Otherwise, we will go ahead.
One more suggestion I would like to give over here, that use two-factor authentication on the social media platform. What is two-factor authentication means that you can actually put your mobile number on Facebook. So suppose if someone try to misuse your Facebook account, then you will get an alert. You will get an OTP on your mobile phone, and without that OTP, no one can log in. So you can enable a two-factor authentication on the social media platform so that no one can misuse. One more thing, I'm pretty much sure that you must have seen there is a lot of buzz going on Facebook about couple challenge. So many people are posting their couple photos on the Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So this is becoming a very trending story of last month. So this is nothing but a hack. Okay. So what the hacker have done is actually, they have made this application and they are actually collecting your personal details like your mobile phone, then email address and your photographs and so on and so forth. So people who are posting the couple challenge using that particular app are actually nothing but actually getting fooled by the hackers. The hackers are collecting their information, and they are actually misusing the data of that particular person.
So that
So try to be as much as away from such kind of buzz things which are happening on internet and social media.
anything, any more questions? Lina?
Hello.
Yeah. Who's this?
Hello. आराध्या पाटील here.
Okay.
ओके सर, मला एक क्वेश्चन विचारायचं आहे की आमचे आता भरपूर असे व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुप असतात, पण ऍडमिन सेटिंग जर नसेल आणि ग्रुप ओपन असेल तर त्याच्यावर काही लोक लिंक वेगळ्याच कोणत्या तरी फालतू लिंक ह्याच्या ग्रुपवर टाकतात आणि त्याच्यावर अनवॉन्टेड व्हिडिओज येतात.
ओके.
असे नंबर आपण कसे बंद करू शकतो? कारण की असं देवाचे ग्रुप असतील किंवा वाचनालय असेल, वाचनाचे ग्रुप असतील, त्याच्यामध्ये पण ते अनवॉन्टेड व्हिडिओज टाकतात आणि ते ऍक्च्युअली लोकल नंबर असतात. सडनली ते कन्वर्ट करतात आउट ऑफ इंडिया US नंबर मध्ये आपला नंबर आणि पोस्ट करतात. मग अशा वेळी आपण काय करू शकतो? म्हणजे असे नंबर्स आपल्या ह्याच्यात येऊच नाहीये किंवा असे व्हिडिओ कोणी टाकूच नाही, यासाठी काय प्रिकॉशन घेऊ शकतो का आपण?
दोन गोष्टी आहेत बघा. जर तुमच्या व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपमध्ये अननोन नंबरवरनं समजा एखादा व्हिडिओ पोस्ट होत असेल किंवा अननोन डेटा कंटेंट येत असेल, तर त्या ग्रुप तुमच्याकडे व्हॉट्सअपमध्ये एक ऑप्शन आहे रिपोर्ट अब्यूज नावाचा. वेन यू वी क्लिक ऑन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर नंबर यू कॅन अब्यूज, आणि तुम्ही रिपोर्ट अब्यूज केल्यानंतर तो नंबर पण ब्लॉक होऊन जाईल आणि त्या नंबरवरनं जे कंटेंट नॉट ओनली टू यू बट एनीवन एल्स ऑल्सो इट विल नॉट गेट फॉरवर्डेड. ओके. So WhatsApp will see that content. जर ते कंटेंट जर मलाफाईड कंटेंट असेल तर ते कंटेंट तर ब्लॉक होईलच, तो नंबर पण ब्लॉक होईल आणि इट विल नॉट सर्क्युलेट टू एनी अदर ग्रुप. म्हणजे तुमचाच ग्रुप नाही, कुठल्या दुसऱ्या ग्रुपला सर्क्युलेट होणार नाही. आणि सेकंड इज दॅट इफ दिस इज हॅपनिंग टू एनी ऑफ युअर ग्रुप.
हा, आम्ही ते ऑलरेडी ब्लॉक केलेले आहेत नंबर आणि रिपोर्ट्स पण टाकलेले आहेत, पण मी रिसेंटली बघितले की सडनली त्यांनी दुसऱ्या ग्रुपवरती तसे मेसेज टाकलेले आहेत, जे म्हटलं वाचनालयाचे असतात किंवा देवाच्या रिलेटेड असे ग्रुप असतात. त्या अशा ग्रुपवरती भरपूर म्हणजे बायका आहेत, माणसं आहेत जी देवभक्तीवरती डिपेंडेड असतात, पण त्याच्यावर पण हे असे लगेच सडनली म्हणजे माझाच एक्झाम्पल बघायला गेला की माझा स्वतःचा वाचनालयाचा एक ग्रुप आहे, त्याच्यावर त्यांनी ते सगळे पोस्ट टाकले. मी ग्रुप सेटिंग चेंज करून ऍडमिन ओनली केलं आणि मी त्यांना ब्लॉक करून टाकलं. इव्हन सगळ्यांना सांगितलं की त्यांना ब्लॉक करा. मी रिपोर्ट पण त्याच्यावरती मेन्शन केले ब्लॉक करताना, रिपोर्ट अँड ब्लॉक म्हणून. पण सडनली बघितलं दुसऱ्या दिवशी त्यांनी दुसऱ्या ग्रुपवरती टाकले आणि ते सेम नंबर होते. जसं तुम्ही म्हणता की ते जर नंबर ब्लॉक होत आहेत, पण तसं काही झालेलं दिसलंच नाही. लगेच त्यांनी त्याच नंबरवरून दुसऱ्या ग्रुपवरती सेंड केलेले सगळे व्हिडिओ.
ओके, मग ह्या केसमध्ये तुम्ही काय करू शकता, तुम्ही ना व्हॉट्सअप मध्ये ना एक आहे ना सेटिंग्स मध्ये जाऊन कॉन्टॅक्ट अस नावाचा एक ऑप्शन आहे, ठीक आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये जाऊन तुम्ही जो दुसरा ग्रुप आहे ना ज्याच्यामध्ये मेसेज सर्क्युलेट होत आहेत, तर तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम जो आहे त्याचं एक डिस्क्रिप्शन टाका त्याच्यामध्ये. मी तुम्हाला परत रिपीट करतो काय करायचं ते. यू गो टू सेटिंग्स, ठीक आहे. सेटिंग्स मध्ये त्याच्यामध्ये एक ऑप्शन आहे लास्टला, हेल्प, कॉन्टॅक्टस आणि प्रायव्हसी पॉलिसी. त्याच्यामध्ये हेल्प मध्ये कॉन्टॅक्टस वरती क्लिक करा, सेकंड ऑप्शन आहे तो. त्याच्यावरती क्लिक केल्यानंतर तुमचा डिस्क्राईब युअर प्रॉब्लेम, त्यामुळे तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये डिस्क्रिप्शन द्या की मी असं ग्रुपला ह्या माझ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये ब्लॉक केलं होतं, बट स्टील इट इज अपिअरिंग इन द अनदर ग्रुप, ठीक आहे. हा तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम डिस्क्रिप्शन टाका आणि त्याच्यानंतर खालच्या साईडला स्क्रीनशॉट तुम्ही देऊ शकता. म्हणजे तो जो दुसरा ग्रुप आहे त्याच्यामध्ये हे जे मेसेजेस येत आहेत त्याचे स्क्रीनशॉट काढा आणि ते ऍड करा त्याच्यामध्ये. त्यामध्ये ऑप्शन दिलेत बघा 1 2 3 असे. तुमचे जेवढे स्क्रीनशॉट आहेत ते सगळे ऍड करा आणि नंतर नेक्स्ट करून तुम्ही ती कंप्लेंट रजिस्टर करा फेसबुकला. So there is a special investigation team is there in WhatsApp who does the investigation of this. Suppose if the content is getting duplicated or it is been circulating at the multiple places, then the WhatsApp team have a special investigation team. But they investigate करतात and then they will also reach out to you that ki where you have observed them messages वगैरे करतात आणि नंतर मग ते पर्सनली ते त्याच्यावरती ऍक्शन घेतात. So this is I have seen in the past, this works. तर हे तुम्ही एकदा करून बघा, होऊन जाईल तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह.
ओके, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच सर.
Yes. Sir, one question more. Is Google Pay safe?
हो, गुगल पे खूप सेफ आहे, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही गुगल पेचा. यू कॅन यूज इट. देर इज सम इश्यूज विच आर गोइंग ऑन बिटवीन गुगल पे अँड NPCI, जी आपली पेमेंट ऍग्रिगेटर आहे, त्यांच्यामध्ये काही इश्यूज चालू आहेत. बट दॅट इज नॉट बिलॉंग्स टू सिक्युरिटी, that is belongs to their see, Google is a very big company, global company, right? And they have the monopoly on the market, so obviously, and their number of transactions are increasing. So the agencies which are helping them to generate that revenue, they wanted a share part of it, and Google is not ready to give at this point of time. So they are having some issues which are going on, but which are related to business, not from the point of view of security. So security wise, there is no problem whatsoever with Google Pay. You can blindly use it. That's not a problem at all.
I think we have done with the questions now. We will move further. And now I request District 324 Vice Chairman Amita Mundra to present a token of love to speaker. Amita ji, over to you.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Being a victim of cybercrime could be one of the most traumatic experience for a woman. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So she no doubt loses monetarily, but more than that, emotionally too, she gets shattered. Her confidence level goes down. She fears using these media, and believe me, it takes a long time to get her confidence back. So Amit ji ne ye baat bilkul sahi kahi. Mobile, social media, internet se ishq hai, to risk hai. It was indeed a wonderful session, Amit ji, the very need of the hour. Your insight on this topic was indeed an eye-opener to all of us. On behalf of Innovate Club of Ambernath, District 314, Innovate Club of Gangtok, District 324, and Innovate Club of Dombivli West, District 314, I extend my hearty thanks to you for honoring us with your presence here today. Please accept this as a token of our immense gratitude. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. This was indeed a really nice session with all of you, actually. And I really enjoy. Unfortunately, the internet is really bad at my end. Otherwise, it could have been a very good experience. I was having certain videos as well for you, but I could not show those videos because of the internet issues. But whenever we have such kind of a program in future, we'll definitely run those videos as well to make it more meaningful and interactive. But yeah, this was a really a great experience to interact with one of them. So thank you very much.
Mansi, can you play that video of token of appreciation?
Can you all see?
Yeah.
Thank you, President Mansi. Mansi, can you continue with the vote of thanks?
Yes, sure. I present here the vote of thanks. Thank you all the members, club officers, club office bearers, and dignitaries of Innerville Club of Gangtok, especially Vice Chairman Amita Mundraji, members, club officers, Innerville Club of Ambernath and Dombivli West Club members. Special thanks to District 314 ISO Prerna Raichurji for gracing this webinar. Without your support, it wouldn't have been happened. Thank you so much. Our past district chairman, Revati Jathar, was also present today for this webinar. So I thank her too. Speaker, Ajit Godeswar, for the wonderful information, and really it was an eye-opener. Thank you very much, sir. All the basic things we need to follow, and that is actually the achievement of this session. So I thank you one and all. If I have not missed anyone, if at all I have missed anyone, please let me know. So I again thank you one and all. I think I request Prerna ji to at least say just 2 lines.
Yes,
Let
please,
me
District
first
Council.
thank President Dr. Leena, Dr. Mansi, President Sunita, Vice Chairman Amita for inviting me to this wonderful talk. Yes, you know, social media is definitely a boon for us. It is going to take us places. But as Mr. Amit ji has rightly pointed out to us, that we need to be a little bit careful while doing. Otherwise, sky is the limit of using social media for our cause also and for fellowship also, with a small precaution that which we have to take at our end. Thank you so much, Amit ji, for highlighting the things and helping us to, you know, these are certain things which are overlooked by ladies. We don't, we know how to use the social media, click photographs, send on the Facebook and everywhere. But yes, these are certain things which you have, you know, it's an eye opener for us today. We'll definitely take care to see that none of us, we are enough protected. Thank you so much, Amit ji.
Thank you.
And last but not the least, I really thank Innerville Club of Ambernath for hosting this program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Leena and team. Yeah.
Thank you so much, President Mansi. And I think again, because of bad network, we are not able to play the video of national anthem. So
Yeah.
we need to sing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I request all of you to just, on their videos, we can have a screenshot. Can we have that at least for 1 second?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Actually, because of bad network today,
Yeah.
from Mumbai itself and in Ambernath, actually, we are mainly having jetway.
Okay.
Oh,
And I think even Amit sir is having the same one. Because of that, it is happening.
Yeah. I am also having a jetway only.
Because their server is down from Mumbai.
Okay. Okay. Can we have Amit sir? Can you have your video on for 1 sec? Oh, he left.
no, he's there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Very
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Mitali Aarti, can you please? Okay,
sir,
thank you.
before going to
Yeah.
national,
Thank you.
national anthem,
Yeah.
while one of my friend is attending your session, and just on a lighter note, she just messaged me. See, I always told you की कपल चॅलेंज मध्ये नको टाकू पण नथीचा नकरा चालतो.
Yeah. That is true. Okay, national anthem. We all together. Leena, can you?
Yes.
Yes, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की
Jai. Leena, over to
I
you.
adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Amit sir.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Amit ji. It was a really nice session. Maybe we get another opportunity to on some other platform to again interact with the videos and all.
And
Thank you.
and in actual, I guess.
Leena, from sir's presentation, there is a slide. What tips we need to follow? Safety precautions.
Yeah.
That we can share on the group.
Definitely.
I have to click even I am having.
I will share that full presentation, Leena ji, with you, so you can
Sure,
circulate
sure.
within yourself.
I will be sharing it with all. Definitely, please do send.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Amita ji. Bye, Prerna ji.
Thank you. Bye.
Amita ma'am. Thank you, Sunita ji.
Yeah.
Looking forward to have more programs in future. Thank you,
Definitely.
Prerna ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
you, ma'am.
everyone. Bye.